2025 WWE Top WTF Moments. AEW fan gets choked out over a stuffed toy. During the December 17th AEW Dynamite taping, Jack Perry tossed a stuffed toy into the audience. What should have been a harmless souvenir grab instantly turned into a mini fight night. Yes, over a stuffed toy. Don't throw plushies. Someone might treat it like a championship belt. Fan tries to sell air from John Cena's final WWE match for $1,700. The emotional ending of John Cena's final WWE match already gave fans one of the most unforgettable moments of 2025, and now it has produced one of the funniest. Just days after Cena tapped out to Gunther at WWE Saturday Night's main event, a fan listed something truly unbelievable on eBay: crisp air from John Cena's last match. The asking price: a ridiculous $1,708. John Cena may have given everything to WWE, but apparently, he also left behind some premium oxygen.
Blake Monroe, Thea Hale NXT title botch sparks backstage chaos, social media outburst, and policy changes. During the opening match of NXT, Blake Monroe defended the NXT Women's North American Championship against Thea Hale. The match ended in confusion when Hale came off the ropes and landed on Monroe, quickly going for a pin. Blake was unable to lift her shoulder in time before the referee completed the 3 count. Raquel Rodriguez placed in concussion protocol after brutal spot on WWE Raw. Raquel Rodriguez has been placed in concussion protocol following a frightening moment during the December 15th episode of Monday Night Raw. The incident occurred during the Women's World Championship match when Nikki Bella made a shocking return and attacked both Stephanie Vaquer and Rodriguez, abruptly derailing the main event. The most severe moment came when Bella sent Rodriguez headfirst into the steel steps at ringside, same as what Nia Jax did to Jade Cargill, leaving her visibly shaken with a large knot on her head. Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Kaylee, mauled by dog, suffers gruesome facial injury. Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Kaylee Guerrero, is currently recovering after a sudden and brutal dog attack left her face bloodied and in pain. Kaylee posted a video on Twitter shortly after the incident, visibly emotional, with a serious cut on one eyelid as she said through tears, "It burns." When asked what caused the injury, Kaylee explained that she tried to kiss her friend's sleeping dog, unintentionally startling the animal, which then attacked her face. Amanda Huber shuts down claim that Brody Lee faked his death. Amanda Huber, the widow of the late Brody Lee, has fired back at a disturbing comment from an online user who suggested that the former AEW TNT champion faked his death in 2020. Huber condemned the statement, labeling it disrespectful and deeply hurtful, especially toward Brody's memory and their children. WWE major botches and wardrobe malfunctions involving Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley has been at the center of several awkward live TV moments recently. One of the most noticeable incidents took place on WWE Raw. Tensions rose when Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss confronted Ripley and Sky. The timing broke down completely, and Ripley was unable to get Flair onto her shoulders, resulting in an obvious botch that halted the segment's momentum. Another incident occurred on the December 12th episode of SmackDown. The main event featured the Terror Twins Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest against Aleister Black and Zelina Vega. The match itself also included a dangerous-looking botched when Zelina Vega counters Razor's Edge to Code Red attempt by Zelina Vega, which drew concern from fans watching live.
Flair says WWE is wasting Randy Orton's prime. WWE Hall of Famer Ric Flair recently spoke out about Randy Orton's current position in the company. Flair noted that Orton, a third-generation wrestler, has everything needed to be a top star. Yet WWE isn't pulling the creative trigger, he said. Randy Orton, he's third generation. Randy is the best male worker in the company right now. They don't utilize him the way I would if I was Booker, but he can still work his ass off.
Becky Lynch claims WWE star blacklisted women who refused to sleep with him. Becky Lynch has revealed one of the darkest backstage secrets from her early days in WWE. Speaking on the Something's Burning show, Lynch explained that during her early WWE run, women were explicitly warned about one male wrestler who used his influence to control careers. According to her, Be careful. He'll try to sleep with you. And if you do, he'll blacklist you. If you don't, he'll also blacklist you. There was a tightrope you had to walk. WWE major botches on Raw. Brock Lesnar falls. PENTA collapses. JUSO misfire. During the last time is now tournament, Solo Sikoa faced PENTA in what was expected to be a competitive match. But after attempting a dive, PENTA couldn't get up and appeared unable to continue. The match was stopped, and PENTA was ruled ineligible to compete, allowing Solo Sikoa to advance by default. Many are now worried PENTA may be injured. Later in the night, during the War Games Advantage match, Jimmy and JUSO took on Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Things fell apart when Jay tried to lift Logan Paul, but couldn't secure the hold, causing Logan to slip to his knees awkwardly. It wasn't the smoothest execution, and fans immediately pointed it out online. But the moment no one will forget, Brock Lesnar. As he made his signature entrance, Lesnar slipped and fell on the ramp in front of the live crowd. He quickly recovered and entered the ring like a beast. The show ended with absolute chaos. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and the Usos battling against the Beast team, hyping War Games more than ever. From accidental slips to failed lifts to mid-match collapses, Raw delivered spectacle in more ways than WWE planned. He killed somebody. Ex-WWE champion's dark past resurfaces. A shocking story from WWE's developmental system has resurfaced after David Otunga revealed a disturbing incident involving former World Heavyweight Champion, the Great Khali. Otunga explained, "Khali had another finisher, a two-handed chokeslam. I don't know if guys know this, but he killed somebody with that in OVW by accident." Nia Jax suffered wardrobe malfunction during WWE Raw. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, defeated Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to capture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, following interference from Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Following the match, Jax and Legend continued their assault on Flair and Bliss until Io Sky rushed out to even the odds. During the chaos, Nia Jax experienced a brief wardrobe malfunction, prompting the broadcast to momentarily cut to black, and cleared house to a huge ovation. Charlotte Flair suffers wardrobe malfunction during WWE SmackDown match against Nia Jax. Charlotte's top slipped briefly, creating an unexpected NSFW moment on live TV. WWE's production team quickly cut the camera away, but the crowd noticed, and it became a huge talking point online right after the show. Andrade El Idolo jokes about starting OnlyFans amid WWE legal chaos. Andrade El Idolo might be stuck in legal limbo right now, but that hasn't stopped him from having a little fun with his fans. During a question and answer session on Instagram, the former AEW and WWE star was asked if he'd consider another career outside wrestling. His answer? Yes. OnlyFans joke amigo. Jeff Hardy suffered injury after dangerous spot at TNA Bound for Glory. Jeff Hardy, in one of the night's biggest moments, Jeff climbed to the top of a ladder and hit a massive swanton bomb onto Devon Dudley through a table. However, the move didn't go perfectly. Hardy walked away with a deep cut on the back of his head that required medical attention. On the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast, Matt Hardy gave an update on his brother's condition, confirming the extent of the injury. WWE hires former BuzzFeed producer to lead AI storytelling in major creative shift. WWE is stepping boldly into the world of artificial intelligence, and they've brought in a major new name to lead the way. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE has officially hired Cyrus Kousery as the company's senior director of creative strategy, with the key goal of pushing WWE's next big move, AI-driven storytelling. Reports state that Paul "Triple H" Levesque personally introduced Kousery to the creative team, explaining that he will help oversee WWE's transition into AI-assisted content, from storylines and video production to graphics and digital storytelling. The Rock releases public statement after the Smashing Machines' disappointing box office performance. Dwayne Johnson plays former UFC and Pride fighter Mark Kerr in The Smashing Machine. The Rock issued a statement Monday on Instagram after the Mark Kerr biopic brought in only $6 million during its opening weekend, ranking third behind two other major releases. In the end, he is proud of the work they put out with The Smashing Machine. He said, "From deep in my grateful bones, thank you to everyone who has watched The Smashing Machine. In our storytelling world, you can't control box office results. But what I realized you can control is your performance and your commitment to completely disappear and go elsewhere. The Hardy Boys win NXT Tag Team Championships at TNA vs. NXT Showdown. For the first time ever, TNA wrestlers hold a WWE Championship, as the Hardy Boys defeated Darkstate at NXT Showdown, and their winner takes all title-for-title match to capture the NXT Tag Team Championships. Eventually, Jeff Hardy scored the pin on Lennox, following Matt Hardy's twist of fate with his trademark Swanton Bomb. Hardy Boys won NXT Tag Team Championship, while TNA President Carlos Silva and the Dudleys were watching them. Rebby Sky Hardy reveals crazy stalker threatened to shoot her outside her home. Rebby Hardy says a terrifying incident unfolded right outside her home when a man parked in front of her house allegedly hurled slurs at her and even threatened to shoot her after she asked why he was on her property. Hardy took to Instagram to share video footage of the encounter, showing police questioning the man while he sat inside his vehicle. She detailed exactly what happened in her post. "This psycho was staked out in front of my house, called me a slur, and then threatened to shoot me for asking what he was doing on my property." Masha Slamovich breaks silence after domestic abuse allegations from Akira surface. Masha Slamovich is facing serious heat after domestic violence accusations were made public by her ex-partner, independent wrestler Akira. After a friend of Akira's released a collection of alleged screenshots, images, and messages between Akira, real name Alexander Akison, and Slamovich, real name Anna Kozina. She admitted to being sorry, embarrassed, and ashamed of the role I played, and expressed hopes that Akira is able to heal. Nia Jax makes insanely bad botch on WWE SmackDown. This week's episode of WWE SmackDown closed with a chaotic main event at the Kia Center in Orlando, mixing controversy, injury, and confrontation. Tiffany Stratton retained the WWE Women's Championship, but the match was marred by a costly error from Nia Jax. The awkward pause sparked a brief exchange between Jax and the official. The match also left Cargill worse for wear. She was busted open and required immediate medical attention. Earlier, Cargill seemed to have victory in hand when she hit Stratton with the Jaded, only for Jax to pull the referee from the ring before the count was completed. Brock Lesnar suffers massive wardrobe malfunction on WWE SmackDown. Lesnar made his way to the ring wearing blue jeans and his signature black cowboy hat. But before he could speak, R-Truth's music hit. Truth rapped his way to the ring. Lesnar asked if Truth knew where Cena was, and when Truth admitted he didn't, Lesnar ended the exchange by hitting him with an F5. And then came the unexpected twist. Lesnar's jeans ripped badly. The tear was big enough that the camera caught Lesnar bending over and laughing it off, as you can see below.
Multiple WWE wardrobe malfunction at WWE 2025 Royal Rumble. Lara Carey suffered a wardrobe malfunction after hitting a fisherman's suplex at Saturday night's 2025 Royal Rumble pay-per-view event, and Liv Morgan saw the problem and she went straight to save her. At Elimination Chamber 2025, Rose suffered a genuine injury at WWE Elimination Chamber Toronto from the hands of Travis Scott. In the closing moment of the pay-per-view event, WWE superstar Jordynne Grace makes brutal botch on WWE NXT. In the opening match of Tuesday night's episode of WWE NXT, Jordynne Grace faced off against Jada Parker. During the match, Jordynne Grace attempted a suicide dive but got caught in the ropes and fell right in front of Jada Parker. On Monday's episode of WWE Raw, CHARLLOTE was taken out by a brutal spear from Braun Breaker, who charged down the aisle and launched into a flipping spear that floored CHARLLOTE. He tweeted, "Thank you everyone for your thought and prayers. My funeral service is scheduled for this Friday. My family asks for privacy during this painful time. Much gracious." Throwing up during a AEW Dynamite main event. During the tag team match, Hulk managed to secure the win after he tapped out Wheeler Yuta. However, fans immediately noticed something was off as the ring had an odd discoloration, and that made it evident that Hulk had actually vomited on the ring. Those suspicions were quickly confirmed when Claudio Castagnoli hit Hulk with a brutal neutralizer onto a steel chair during a violent post-match attack. Moments after the move, Hulk was clearly seen vomiting in the ring again, making it clear that he had thrown up twice during the segment. Jey Uso vs Gunther World Heavyweight Championship. In the opening match, the main event, Jey Uso shocked everyone by defeating Gunther to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Jey Uso made Gunther submit with a sleeper hold, ending Gunther's 259-day reign as champion. This victory was special sweet for Jey Uso as he had previously lost to Gunther 3 times. However, some fans were upset about how quickly the match ended, feeling it was unrealistic and disrespectful to Gunther's character. Seth Rollins vs Roman Reigns vs CM Punk Triple Threat main event. The main event featured a high-stakes triple threat match between Roman Reigns, CM Punk and Seth Rollins. The match was intense and full of drama, but each superstar showcasing their skills and determination. In a shocking twist, Paul Heyman betrayed both Roman Reigns and CM Punk, aligning himself with Seth Rollins and helping him secure the victory. Zoe Stark, she suffered very serious injury. The incident happened when Zoe Stark attempted a missile dropkick but landed awkwardly on her right knee. She was quickly attended to by a ringside official. Zoe Stark was later helped to the back by an official also. Michael Cole informed viewers that Zoe Stark may have re-aggravated a previous knee injury she notably suffered from a torn ACL, MCL and meniscus in 2021. We wish for a speedy recovery. NXT's Drake Williams defeats Joe Hendry to capture the TNA World Championship. Drake Williams, for the first time ever an active WWE talent, has captured the TNA World Championship. The main event of NXT Battleground 2025 pay-per-view event featured Joe Hendry defending the TNA World title against Drake Williams. This marks the first time a WWE contract talent has held a TNA title. WWE released R-Truth. R-Truth delivered the news in his usual direct but grateful tune. R-Truth said, "I'm sorry to inform you all, I just got released from WWE. I want to thank WWE for the ride, but mostly I want to thank each and every one of you who was along for the ride. Thank you for all the love, support and appreciation you have given me over the years. Thank you." John Cena's heel turn. So here's the big news. John Cena, the good guy, we all know as the ultimate good guy, turned bad as a heel at WWE Elimination Chamber after winning the 2025 Men's Elimination Chamber match. John Cena joined forces with Dwayne Johnson The Rock to attack Cody Rhodes. Why? Because Cody Rhodes refused to sell his soul to the final boss to Dwayne Johnson The Rock. This was a huge surprise even for people working at the backstage of WWE. White House Lake is reporting that WWE went to great lengths to keep this twist as a secret. Details on Liv Morgan's stalker. A new update has emerged regarding the arrest of the man accused of stalking WWE superstar Liv Morgan following an incident earlier this month at WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. He said, "I came here to pay just a friendly visit, nothing more. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I was here." And
Vince McMahon involved in serious car accident just hours before news broke of Hulk Hogan's passing. According to a crash report obtained by TMZ, McMahon was driving a 2024 Bentley northbound on Route 15 in Westport when he rear-ended a 2023 BMW 430 and then struck a wooden beam guardrail in the median.
Brock Lesnar returns in F5's John Cena. Just when fans thought the show was over, the lights cut out. Brock Lesnar made his first WWE appearance in almost 2 years, returning to deliver a shocking F5 to John Cena after his main event loss to Cody Rhodes. The crowd exploded as Lesnar stood over a motionless Cena. Lesnar's return was not without controversy. Jade Cargill wardrobe malfunction. During a promo on SmackDown just 24 hours before SummerSlam, Jade Cargill confronted Tiffany Stratton. In a now viral moment, a wardrobe malfunction caused Jade's breasts and nipples to be visibly outlined through her gear on live camera. Though WWE later edited the segment, footage had already spread across social media. Seth Rollins cashes in Money in the Bank on CM Punk. The World Heavyweight Championship match between CM Punk and Gunther was already a match of the night contender. Punk managed to defeat Gunther after a hard-fought battle, but the celebration didn't last. Seth Rollins ran to the ring with his Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed in mid-celebration. One curb stomp later, Rollins walked out as the new World Heavyweight Champion.
Vince McMahon allegedly engaged in sexual acts with Ashley Massaro in front of WWE talent. Former WWE writer Dan St. Germain made shocking claims during an appearance on the B&Ian podcast, accusing McMahon of engaging in public sexual acts with Massaro during a European tour. According to St. Germain, McMahon initiated sexual behavior with Massaro on the plane. Then, once they landed, he allegedly ordered the entire WWE crew onto the tarmac, where they watched the plane rock back and forth while the act continued inside. He said, "Vince a girl in front of everyone." They were on a European trip and Vince started f***ing Ashley Massaro. And then Vince goes when they got on the tarmac. "All right, everyone get on the tarmac." They all went on the tarmac and watched as the plane bounced back and forth, and Vince just f***ed this girl in front of them. He's an absolute maniac. This is true. So anyway, a lot of crazy stuff about that place. Ashley Massaro's time in WWE was already full of controversy. In the Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella match at WWE Clash in Paris. Nikki Bella faced off against Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship at Sunday's WWE Clash in Paris pay-per-view event. In a match that featured plenty of botches, Lynch was able to overcome the WWE Hall of Famer to retain her title. WWE stars being mobbed by fans in Paris. In relation to the recent fan incident involving Rhea Ripley in Paris, her husband and AEW wrestler Buddy Matthews took to Twitter to voice his frustration. He wrote, "Absolutely disgusting to raid someone's personal space like this. Wake the fuck up and respect people's boundaries." A video has surfaced on social media showing Sheamus being aggressively greeted by a large crowd of fans in France ahead of Sunday's WWE Clash in Paris pay-per-view event. CM Punk also suffered a similar fate in Paris. WWE ticket prices could rise even higher. TKO President Mark Shapiro made it clear during the Goldman Sachs Communicopia Plus Technology Conference that not only are ticket costs likely to stay high, they could increase even further. WWE is not where the UFC is yet, as you know, on ticket yield. We have our work to do there. UFC is breaking records everywhere they go. Vince McMahon was primarily pricing tickets for families and wasn't totally focused on maxing the opportunity there and more. John Cena becomes Grand Slam champion after winning Intercontinental title from Dominic Mysterio. This was one title which Cena has never won and the last piece of the puzzle to making him a Grand Slam champion.
Bron Breakker's condition after scary neck bump at Survivor Series. During the brutal Men's War Games main event, Bron Breakker suffered what appeared to be a frightening neck injury after taking a doomsday device spot from Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. Breakker failed to fully rotate and came down directly on the back of his neck, causing serious concern at ringside. Paul Heyman incident with child. What actually happened? A viral video shows Paul Heyman physically pushing a young fan while leaving the arena following Survivor Series. However, his internal consensus is that this was not Heyman's fault.